welcome to the Firehouse Newsman. My name is Michael Mullins. I'll be your host.
And my name is Joey Davenport, and I will also be your host.
First off, we got a track meet coming up this week, just in case y'all didn't know.
Lots of running going on there.
And jumping.
And jumping.
And throwing.
And a combination of running and jumping.
Called the long jump.
Yes.
But it's going to be really interesting. That is going to be a major fundraiser for the youth. We're going to raise about over $1,000 estimated. So we can buy a lot of equipment with that, either newsman equipment, which we are always excited about, or other equipment for the youth and center.
So excited.
So make sure that we're going to need everybody out there. We need everybody to help us with that.
That means you.
And also you. Because we're going to need as much help as possible to run these events. Even if you're in them, you can go and do your jump or whatever, and then come out and help us with whatever needs help.
Just probably need.
Just make sure you're there Saturday.
Of everything.
I think that's going to start at 8 o'clock.
I'm not sure
because that's when it usually starts. But we'll get back to you on that. Talk to Coach or me or someone today.
Please talk to Pastor Jamie. He will have more information on that.
Yes.
Also, Fine Arts is coming up on the 18th and 19th.
We have been preparing for that. I haven't, but they have.
We should have been preparing for that, is what he means to say.
They're starting to prepare for that.
Starting to consider preparing for that.
Anyways, that's coming up soon. So if you're in a band or whatever, you should start coming up with what songs you're doing. And if you're preaching, you should start coming up with sermons.
You should already have figured out what songs you're doing.
And so make sure y'all are ready for that whenever that comes by. And
that is in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Also,
2.5 weeks.
Also, for all you animal lovers out there, we have a segment for you.
Yes, we do.
It had been so long since a whale had washed up in Lane County, nobody could remember how to get rid of one. In selecting its battle plan, the Highway Division decided the carcass couldn't be buried because it might soon be uncovered. It couldn't be cut up and then buried because nobody wanted to cut it up, and it couldn't be burned. So dynamite it was, some 20 cases or a half ton of it. The hope was that the long-dead Pacific gray whale would be almost disintegrated by the blast, and that small pieces still around after the explosion would be taken care of by seagulls and other scavengers.
Well, I'm confident that it'll work. The only thing is we're not sure just exactly how much explosives it'll take to disintegrate this thing, so the scavengers, seagulls and crabs and whatnot can clean it up.
The dynamite was buried primarily on the leeward side of the big mammal, so as most of the remains would be blown toward the sea. About 75 bystanders, most of them residents who had first found the whale to be an object of curiosity before they tired of its smell, were moved back a quarter of a mile away.
All right, Fred, you can take your hands out of your ears. Here comes pieces of mine.
The humor of the entire situation suddenly gave way to a run for survival as huge chunks of whale blubber fell everywhere. A parked car over a quarter of a mile from the blast site was the target of one large chunk. The passenger compartment literally smashed. Fortunately, no human was hit as badly as the car. However, everyone on the scene was covered with small particles of dead whale.
Well,
that was a whale.
Yeah, that was a whale of a problem.
And it blew up.
There was blubber. Lots of blubber.
Yes, that was another example of...
Which can be confused with flubber.
Oregon's finest.
Yeah.
At its best.
Anyways, how about you tell us about VBS?
Vacation Bible School will be coming up on June 23rd through the 27th.
Pretty good.
Although you are too old to go as a child, we still need you to come and help out with all the preparations, help take care of the kids, control the kids mainly.
Yes.
But also take care of them.
The kids.
And the food.
Feed the kids.
So,
water the kids.
We need you to
like
come.
Like a freaking plant.
They are like plants.
Anyways, also coming up is youth camp. Make sure you get ready for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be volleyball and tug of war and all of that good stuff. We're going to be having services.
Good
they have
stuff.
Awesome music. It's a really fun thing to go to. They have bands there every so often, all types of cool stuff. So make sure you get ready for that.
You need to be
That's
ready.
going to be youth. That's going to be June 30th through July 3rd. So set that on your calendars.
On your calendars.
Your calendar, not somebody else's. Also,
Although you could set it on someone else's calendar.
if you wanted to. Okay. Anyways, Masters Commission's coming up to get ready for Thailand. That's going to be coming up as soon as or around when school's over.
At June 5th.
So start preparing for that. If you want to set off your whole summer to help with the Masters Commission program and go on the Thailand trip eventually, make sure that you're ready for that.
The cost for the trip will be somewhere around the $2,000 range.
That's what it cost last year. That's mainly the plane tickets. Everything else is a small portion of that. But it's probably going to cost around the same amount. So we're going to start saving up for that. We're going to be having fundraisers. We're going to be having a barbecue. It's going to be really fun if you're in Masters Commission. We have a lot of stuff to do.
You also must be going into the 9th grade to be eligible.
So, yeah,
Eligible.
I guess that's the end of the news.
That is the end of the
That's
news.
the news, and we're out of here.
We are out of here, although we have nothing to throw.
Yeah, it's too bad. Is it me or is it hot in here?
That's me.